is there. And here's the headphones. Here we go. All right, let's get this going. Mute that. Do I put the rules in chat? Oh, I haven't really needed them. Oh yeah, I gotta change the lights. That's fine. Delulu, hello, hon. Hope you're doing well. Happy Wednesday. Happy April Fools. Hopefully you had a fun day. How you doing, hon? Kristen, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hope you are doing well. Liz, hi. Oh my God, popular night tonight. Really early for you, Liz. I got home a little while ago. I was relaxing for a little bit. I'm craving junk food so bad. And yeah, I got to paint a little bit tonight. Made some headway with the some good headway with the army yesterday for this past week. I feel like I feel like now we're at the end, like parts of this where I can wrap it up quickly if I so chose. I'm performing a piano in front of a whole school, so I'm doing very nervously. Just excited. Hope your week has been good. I hope I can help you relax a little bit, but I hope you focus on your performance. I wish you the very best. Give me a second. Why do you start crying right when I start streaming? Hi. Hi. You did this during an interview, and I'm like now worried he's gonna start doing this all the time. How are y'all doing? I don't have any. You're not getting treats, buddy. You got so much treats. You got to be on a treat break for a little bit. How are you all doing tonight? Liz, how's the family? Kristen, how are you feeling? Lulu, good luck. I wish you all the best. Rocky, obviously abusing this cat. Obviously, he hates me. You gonna bite me? No, you're gonna buy some pets. So I just got quiet. Let's refresh this. Hi. 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 We got 2 people watching right now. 3 thumbs up. All right. Feeling better, but this cold is really holding on. Yeah, it's been like that for some people. Sometimes it happens to me. I'm like sick for like 2.5 months. But it used to be that way. Ever since I started upping my vitamin D, the colds don't last that long anymore. I'm doing okay. Kind of in a bad mood today. I got a whole bunch of rejections today, and it's like, ugh. We're good. I'm thinking to the spirit of Easter. Do you have any photos of creepy Easter bunny? I think we all do. I don't. I don't. I actually never had Easter stuff happen when I was a kid besides having to go to church. That's it. Never saw an Easter bunny in person. Never picked eggs. Never had to do the egg findy thing. My family didn't celebrate Easter. None of the sides of my family did. It was just kind of like the religious side went to church like they do every day and made it extra long, and then the not religious side just completely ignored it. Easter was not a big deal for my family. I think I said that to you guys before. Like, I have no emotional investment in Easter. It's not like a holiday that has like happy memories attached or bad memories. It's just like I've always heard other people enjoy it, but not my family. So, Susan, hello, welcome back. Hello, hello, Rocky. Hi, handsome. Hi, handsome. But yeah, like Kristen, like I was saying, this past a little bit around a year ago, I just started upping my vitamin D and general vitamin intake. And yeah, I have not really had bad colds like I used to. So that's one good thing that came out of this whole mess that's been my life. The rejection part is crushing, even though we don't have high hopes. It still stings, dude. Kristen, this one kicked my ass because this job reached out to me for this position. The interview went really, really well, and it was perfect. This is the one I think, telling you guys about. Like, it was going to pay like more than enough for rent and getting by and paying off debt. It was remote, and it was something I believe in. It would have been perfect, and then I got a rejection today that almost felt like it was almost like a slap in the face considering everything. Like, oh, we're gonna go for somebody who has more of a background that fits our traditional values. It's like, the fuck does that even mean? Like, is what my background was fine a couple days ago, honey. I kind of think now the way everything went, it probably was something like HR. How do I say it? You could look this up. This is unfortunately something pretty common these days, where HR people are faking job interviews to keep themselves busy because it was a ridiculously unprofessional experience. It was the company's called CAF America, uh, Carrot, Apple, Frank America, and dude, it like their emails were so in like they had a bunch of grammar problems, a whole bunch of misspelling. I thought it was like a Nigerian scam. And I looked up the company and they actually are used by a bunch of scammers. So then I found the people who work there. I found the info number for the main company, contacted them and said, and forwarded them the email. She's like, is this a real email chain? Because there were so many grammar mistakes. I was like, this can't be fucking real. And then it was so perfectly suited to me. I'm like, this can't be real. But no, it was real. I met with the staff who supposedly worked there, and it was just like perfect interview, went really well. And then today it's like, well, you don't have what we want. Like, you reached out to me. How do I not have what you want? Ah. I did not even mean to bring this up. I just kind of vented. Sorry about that. But yeah, frustrating. I actually was having hope in the back of my head, like this could be it. Oh my God, this could be it. I could be successful soon. I could be like everything can change for the better. And no. So like you said, they post these kind of jobs and they have somebody in mind. It stinks. No, it could be that, or it could be HR professionals like saying they're fine. They're like about to hire somebody and they're not really. It could be lots of things. But I cranky, I hurt. I didn't cry, but I kind of want to punch stuff. I was doing lots and lots of push-ups today. Lots and lots of push-ups. Got push-ups and some weights. At the very least, if I want to be homeless, I'm going to be attractive and homeless. Damn it, I'll be like in shape on the streets. I'll be one of those homeless guys with abs. You know, the attainable goal, the low-hanging fruit. Anywho, I was gonna be naughty and then make myself this cookie I brought up on chat that I got for the holidays. It's like this cookie skillet cookie thing. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so excited about it. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna crack it. I'm gonna make the cookie. Well, apparently you got to season this because it's cast iron and it takes several hours to season this. Um, Before first use, preheat the oven, wash and dry the skillet, use a soap and scrub to completely scour it. Coat it in vegetable oil, place it in the oven, let it bake for 2 hours. For best results, repeat steps 2 to 3 times. So before I make the cookie, I got to spend 6 hours like seasoning this bitch. It's kind of silly. It's kind of silly. So like, I thought this was gonna be like, done. Like the mug things. But like, no, I gotta season this thing for at least 6 hours so it's nice and non-stick. And then I have myself a single serving egg pan here. Which, part of me is like, what if I just do this? Like, okay, I'll season it and then every morning I'll make like an egg, throw a little kimchi on top or some other stuff on here, and this will be my single egg portion for the day right here in my non-stick thing. Or maybe somebody tries to break in the apartment, I beat him to death with this. Hey, yeah, I can also make a tiny omelet. There we go. Or quiche, as the fancy people say. So as far as like the mini painting stuff goes, yesterday I found something to stick these guys on. This is my undead army, and this is the disappointing chocolates I got for $2 after Valentine's Day. Very disappointing chocolate. Very disappointing chocolate. But it's just the right kind of metal where I could stick my entire army on top of and not have to worry about it falling. So that's nice. So this is my collection of undead boys right now, and they're looking pretty good. So yeah, they need they need to get some attention. And then the funny part is, as I was putting this down yesterday, I was putting it on the shelf on top of this box, and this box has my Gloomspite Git spearhead, like all these guys I did, and this fell from up there off here, bounced on the table, and just like fell on the floor. And I had a heart attack for a little bit, and thankfully all the miniatures were fine. Most of them barely moved much thanks to the magnets, but it's still like a bunch of them tumbled out, and I was like, ah! But thankfully the babies are okay. I think I might have a metal container to put all these guys in. If that works out, then I'm fine because then I'll have storage for this because this is really tall. So we'll see. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Besides that, I was looking up recipes for the Instapot. I got this a while ago, and I'm gonna start trying to do some stuff like that. And after having conversations with a pal, part of me also just wants to sit down and make cookies. And I shouldn't, but I should. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm also on the calorie deficit binge. Today I had about 1,500, 1,400 calories, probably around that number. And yeah, we're gonna keep this up until at least the end of the month because I need to lose weight. I want to get pretty. I want to be sexy. Um, Skillet pizza. Woo! Woo! Oh my god, that is such a cute idea. Like little baby pizza. Little baby. This is in my diet range pizza. Oh yes. Yes. Calorie deficit is the best way. That's how I lost 70 pounds so far. Or 50 some odd pounds. Well, I was more than 50 before, but then I put a little bit of weight back on. But yeah. And the vibrating is back in full force in my apartment. And just one more thing. Guys, I wanted that job. It would have fixed everything. Because then if I had a remote job, I could just move someplace quieter. I don't know. Well, can't dwell on it now. No point. What is this? Give me a second. I shouldn't be doing this now, but I came across a job somebody sent me. And I'm looking at this company. This looks so fucking fake. This whole website looks so fucking fake. No, no. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. I know better. I'm not looking for jobs. All right, what's going on here? Let's go over here. Some rejection. People come in. Nippy Gaming, welcome back. Vitamins, I do good, but I probably should start vitamin D back up. I'm like a vampire. Yeah, yeah. Long time no talk. Good luck on your piano recital. So like you said, they post these jobs. They already have somebody in mind. It seems agree. Expense away. We'll keep it positive. Thank you so much. The cookie. The fuck. I can make some omelet. It'll be worth it. I feel weird amongst the blue. I'm an outsider. My pal. Don't worry about it. Kristen Twin Liz, how romantic, lovely people. I can see how you've put into them. I can see the love you put into them. I get. I try. I really am happy with this army now. It's nice when you get the gifts, well deserves. Calorie deficit the way. I mean, the fun part is this is the last gifts I'm getting. I shut off my Amazon wish list because they did something really stupid where basically the wish list no longer hides my address. And considering the amount of creepers and the kind of creepers I've had before on the channel, I do not want my Amazon my home address public because of obvious reasons. So yeah, I had to shut off the Amazon thing. I'm reading that you can do quick seasoning on the stove, but then the oven for now. If I do it, I'm gonna do it right. I'll bake the bitch all day. I mean, again, I'm home and unemployed, so I could just spend tomorrow just putting this in and out of the oven, all for a single fucking cookie. It would actually be hilarious, honestly. Honestly, it'd be hilarious. All right. So let's get this going. What am I doing tonight? What am I doing? What are I doing? Kind of want to try something real quick. Kind of want to try something real quick. Give me a second. Let's close all this out. And to anyone who's freaking out about current events, let's try to not talk about it. Says the guy who just brought up all the other stuff, but still. Hey, if you're walking a dark alley, you have that in your pockets and would rule the day they message you. Yeah, I know. And then the fun part is it's not illegal. Like you can't have a knife this big, but I can have a skillet. And you hit somebody just right. This thing is lethal. Oh my God. Great. We've got imported chat. Hello, idiots. Like, on the one hand, these idiots help because they're interaction. On the other hand, they're probably just like scum. All right, we got rid of the scum. Oh, wow, we're getting more of these savages. Yeah, probably one bot. I never had good butter chicken. It's always been disappointing. Is it working? It's working. So how's everybody's day? Anything interesting? I've never had chicken and waffles. Oh no! I did, and it was unbelievably disappointing. Unbelievably disappointing. It was like a plain flavorless waffle with a piece of fried chicken thrown on top, and like I didn't get the point. Like I want to love these things, but it was just kind of meh for me. Well, the restaurant didn't last long, so I guess everyone else was as underwhelmed as I was with their offerings. All right. So, trying something different. Give me a second here. Put these two here. This here. Anybody else have anything going today? Okay, let's see if I can show you guys here. So, this is Skeleton Boy with white bone thing. Now it's just too white, and he's unpainted. So, but this is what I did for the first step for these guys.
and it's a little too bright, but at the same time, it like helps them stand out more, especially in this slew of things here. The next two, I did a bit of a what is it called, a wash on the bones. So they kind of look bone colored, but my big issue is the bone color blends into the armor, and I kind of find it that it's a little too much of an easy blend. I might come back and dry brush this with a white to bring back the white and leave the shadows darker. I don't know. So right now I tried a lighter wash, and this is kind of something that's like a good fit in the middle. I'm kind of okay with this because it really makes the skeleton guys stand out more. Like it's still kind of dirty bone color, but it's also brighter. I kind of like that. I don't know. And then somewhere around, yeah, around here, I have this guy also just has plain white. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna color these guys next. I think what I'm gonna do is try to bring back the white on these guys first, but I might go with this wash next. Not sure. Um, Kristen, nothing interesting here. I'd run a few errands. Lighter looks better, like the pale horse, the famine, four horsemen apocalypse. Hey, Mecca. Hello, buddy. Hope you're doing well. So yeah, I'm gonna try to brighten up the bones on this and maybe do a lighter wash like this one here. So yeah, and then the last one will probably end up like this guy. So yeah, like the one with the lance. Most of them have lances. Only one of them has like a flag and a sword over here. All right. And now that we're talking about all this naughty stuff, I want some waffles. Although the nice thing is I can make waffles now. All right. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna try to find something. How you doing, Mecca? Hopefully you're doing well. Let's go over here. Go over here. Actually, we'll shut this off. I already know that one. I don't need that one right now. Come back to that. Thank you so much for the 100. I really appreciate it. Thank you, 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 thank you. All right, give me a second. I gotta find something that I had here to help. Where did I put this? Where did I put this? Oh, I just had this stupid thing. I tried. You tried what? You helped. Thank you for the 100. I appreciate it. You succeeded. You helped me. I appreciate it. Bucky Scoot. Where did I put this? I had a container of whatever.
I can't find it. I can't find it. I'm sure after the stream I'll find what I'm looking for. We'll make it work. Can y'all hit the thumbs up? Thank you, Susan, for reminding. I appreciate it. Hello, Freeway. Welcome back. Thank you, Liz. Yeah, I'm dry brushing some brightness, a little bit of light beige, white-ish is into the bones to bring them back. How's your day going, Freeway? Hopefully it went well. Okay, I think that kind of works. Okay, okay, I think this is how we're gonna do it. All right, sorry, let me catch up here. How about them hearts? Y'all giving like. Hope you're feeling good. Doing okay, Freeway. I'm doing okay. SCP, welcome back. Susan Legend, bring the laughs, much needed. Oh my girl, there are serious. We definitely need the laughs. Being Easter, there's a lot of documentaries in the Roman times. My God, what a brutal empire. I mean, Roman Empire was amazing. Helped shape the world, brought us out of darkness. I will never be one of the Roman Empire haters. I want a new Roman Empire to come out. I would love it if America became the new Roman Empire. That'd be awesome. But that's it. Uh, Freeway Truth, we're all savage and always should have seen me with the chocolate cake tonight. Lord forgive me. Oh my God. I was thinking about the cake. Right when you were mentioning cake earlier, I was like, oh, I was passing by cake. I was passing by a whole bunch of cake and I was having cake thoughts. I was having cake. They have some chocolate cake in my local supermarket that's quite nice, quite nice. And then they have a carrot cake, which is kind of good sometimes. But then again, like my palate is having difficulty with the sweet stuff. Like if I'm gonna be naughty, I should be naughty with the pastry with the salty. Like get myself one of those big ass container of Utz party mix. Oh, like some Utz party mix, like those like 5 gallon containers of it would have been like decadent right now. And or those white cheddar popcorn chips. But I am craving sweet. But I've been craving sweet for a while. But it's hit or miss whether I could have tasted right, which is like super frustrating. Susan being descriptive in chat, and I am here for it. I'm happy you loved the frosting. I'm happy you loved the treat so much. I mean, that's kind of the fun too, making sure the whole container is clean. Get your money's worth when it comes to the cake. Like all of those sides of the containers. Like, oh no, the thing spilled. What are you doing? Nothing. I'm just eating box. Just eating as much as I can of the box. One of these days, we're gonna have somebody who just goes full in and makes a consumable box that the cakes come in, and the box itself is like some tasty, tasty like dessert of some sort. Just go full on deep, or people just like, ah, just, it would be amazing. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. I believe in us. Ah, why did I fall? Well, at least it fell closed. That's the good thing, I guess. Gag rack, sewer, skeleton. Oh, skeleton work perfect. Is that separating so quick? That's weird. Delivered on its side. What a crime that is. Should have given you 5 for free. 5 slices for free. Food coma, diabetic coma. I have not had cheese balls in ages. I cannot remember the last time I had cheese balls. I sound like a deprived third worlder. Ugh. When's the last time I had cheese balls? All right. We'll get a little bit of water in here. A little more water in there. So this should be very, very loose now. Stir this all up, stir this all up, stir this all up. Let's see how this goes this time. A little too white. Throw a little more skeleton horde in this bitch. Ah, tiramisu. That's another thing I haven't had in a long time. I think the few times I've had like tiramisu several times in my life, and most of the times they've been disappointing. And like one time it was like sensational. God damn it, I missed a spot. Missed a big spot. Oh, I missed a few spots on you. Jeez. All right, well, I gotta come back to this. All right, that works pretty well. What about you? Are you mostly done? Mostly done there. There. Just gotta do him. Oh, I missed the spot. God damn it. Give me a second. I'll catch up on chat, guys. All right, that looks good. Still missed a few spots. We'll come back to it. Let's go over here. Susan, savages on chocolate cake. I love that, Susan. Savages on chocolate cake. I'm in. Half the frosting was the thing. I can get Utz cheese balls and go to coma for a week. Cheese ball coma. It's different society. Got to do. Just happy with cake. I bought a big Utz container at Christmas and it made it this week. Oh my god. You're making me want some chips now. Ah man, I haven't had cheese. Ah, damn it, Susan. Damn it. I'm trying to diet. You're making me have all the cravings, and I love you for it. I think last year when I was heavy into my calorie deficit thing, I would have chat say, "All right, guys, what naughty should I fantasize about now? What naughty food?" Sing Twinkle. No, why would I sing for you? Go find your dad, see if he'll sing it to you. A little late, but who knows? He'll say, he'll probably say what he said last time, and after I get a pack of cigs, sing Twinkle Twinkle. What's wrong with you? Bro, you can't make jokes now after trying to make me your makeshift daddy. You can't make jokes now. Stop it. Stop trying. We're treating him like the baby he actually is. Can you swing Tinkle Tinkle for me? No. Have your dad do it. I don't wanna. You get a timeout. You get a timeout. Okay, Absolute, you get a timeout. I'm scared to know how old this kid is. Probably as a child. Weird, I just smelled evergreen, like Christmas tree. What? I don't know. Tripped over a Christmas ornament or something? That's random. You better be okay. Give me a sec. Somebody send cookies, send chocolate cookies. I'm like 2 days heavy into my diet. I'm like, send me some cookies. Very random. Do you ever randomly smell a scent and wonder? Yes, yes, and I freak out until I find it. I freak out until I find it. Like, what the fuck is that? I start going on. I've gotten on my hands and knees and sniffed around until I found the mystery scent. The weird part is, um, this is kind of gross, but like every once in a while, I think like a waft of my neighbors blowing up their bathroom just wafts into my bathroom somehow. Like I have, like I could have just gotten in. I have not used my bathroom all day. I come in, it looks like it smells like somebody just blew it up in here. Like, did somebody sneak into my apartment, use my bathroom, and leave? And then it's even worse when I'm like, I know I wake up in the morning, I have the door locked, I have everything barricaded 5 times over, and then it smells like somebody else blew it up, and it like I know it wasn't me. So that happens, or like if I'm like working on my computer for a while, or randomly like it's the city general sense just waft in. Like I've had it where, oh my god, when some places near me, there's like a like let's say a food truck comes near my apartment is inundated with like a grease smell, and I'm like, what's happening to my lungs sucking down random grease smell? I don't know. There's I feel bad for some other places because there's some other spots in the city that have restaurants nearby, and it seems like their exhaust vents constantly go out to the street, and it's like kind of crazy. There's some luxury apartments next to like a Panera, and for about a year or so, probably 2 years, the Panera exhaust vents are just blowing out like this gross grease smell, and it's next to a whole bunch of high end luxury housing, and it's just like I don't really feel too bad for them, but I kind of feel bad for them knowing like they probably paid a shit ton of money to like have a nice place in a nice place, and now their apartment reeks of like a grease trap. But yeah, random scents coming in all the time, and then the cats knock stuff down, which is always scary because then it's like, did they knock down a cleaning thing? I got to clean up the cleaning thing before they walk in it and clean it. Well, pleasant scents too. Again, I freak out when I smell a pleasant scent. Like this isn't supposed to happen here. I don't have pleasant scents. What is this? What is this? I'd be happy if I randomly smelled. I'd be freaked out too. Like I kind of want to smell random like Christmas stuff, but I also kind of want to randomly smell cookies. And like, where is that coming from? I used to like pipe smoke a lot. Then my asthma got worse. I was like, I can't have any of this stuff nearby. Hello, Christine. All right. Give that a little break. Hey, dang, with my family, you think I would smell weed? I mean, good, you don't? Yes, he did, but he died when I was 3. Wait, what? Every once in a freeway, every once in a while, I could tell my neighbors are strolling by weed. Maybe it comes with pine scented now. They come in scents now. It's stupid. You know what? I'm thankful we have the expert in chat. I bet you there's a bunch of streamers out there doing like weed sample tests. Tonight, I got this thing with this funny name. I want to try it and give you my review. Stacy, you could be an online weed reviewer. How do you feel comfortable being on camera, Stacy? Like, can you see yourself actually making a YouTube channel and like bringing your like weed mama experience to the masses? Have a good night. I hope you feel better. Hope you feel better. I'm sorry you have to take a bunch right now. Hopefully everything's not okay. Obviously, you have to take all those drugs now, so I'm a little worried about you, but I hope you feel better. Not comfortable. I don't know how comfortable you are behind the camera, but I get used to it. Reviewing weed be kind of my thing, though. You get used to being in front of the camera. There are plenty of people who are like too nervous to do like a video chat, and after a little while, it's like second nature. There's plenty of people like me. I actually hated being in front of the camera for a bit. Like seeing myself in 4K was weird. You get used to it. YouTube converts video to 4K? No, no, no. It depends on the camera. If you have a 1080 camera, it'll make 1080. If you have a 4K camera, it'll do 4K. YouTube has 4K quality. All of my content is in 4K. Well, besides the live streams. charge my phone. Damn it. I have Susan talking about all these things, and now I'm like hungrier. Woman, you drive me crazy. You would drive me crazy. I never thought I would mix cheese puffs in chocolate cake, but I want cheese puffs in chocolate cake. What are you doing to me? And then the worst thing is, there's not many. I guess I could find a place that's open right now. I think I know of a supermarket that might still be 24 hours, but it's really pricey. I've done better. I've done better. Whatever. We don't need it. You're a fun influence, though. That's the thing. That's the problem with bad influences. You're also the fun ones. That's always the problem with you people. You people. Ho hos and Cheetos. I feel like that's some like spiciest stuff that I'm thinking about. But I've been craving chocolate chip cookies super hard. But now it's like chocolate cake. I was like eyeballing cake, and then I was talking to somebody who was talking about cake, and I'm like, naughty osmosis is in my mind. Although, if I really, 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 really was going to be naughty and committed to it, pizza. I'm still craving me some pizza. Cheesy poofs, chocolate cake, plain Lay's baked into chocolate chip cookies. I haven't had that, but that sounds amazing, and I want to try it now. Oh God, leave it to leave it to Stacy to like bring in the wild combos. You need to take care of that pizza thing. Uh, it's almost like a medical thing. Oh, you need to take care of that pizza thing. Yeah, I got to take care of that pizza craving. Before it's too late, I have to get my pizza supply. One of these days, hopefully very soon, I get to talk to you guys on channel. Like, I got a job. Things are going to be all different and better now. How do we celebrate? I need you guys to give me some celebration nom nom ideas and then let you go to town. Ah, the hope and the dream. The hope and the dream. We've got 6 people watching right now, 13 thumbs up. Thank you guys so very much. All right. What? Right. Next color I was going to get. Right there. Perfect. Where do I put more of the metallics on around here? Probably don't need that much, but hey, it's fine. We are painting Soul Blight Gravelord Skeleton Boys. I got the Soul Blight Gravelord spearhead with all the skeletons for Valentine's Day, and I love it very much. And I am making significant progress in painting it every day. And I'm the funny thing is, I'm kind of sad now. It hit me today, like I feel like I'm getting close to being done with these guys, and it kind of makes me sad. Like, I don't know, like, I don't really wanna be done with this project. Like, both this one and the last Spearhead were just such gigantic, huge hobby nerd wish lists for me, and, like, that I actually got to do them, and I'm doing them, like, "Oh." I mean, I guess I could drag it out and do more details and add all the crazy effects on these guys, but I'm making really good progress on these. Have a good night, Kathos. Thank you for hanging out. Yeah, I'll give some update pictures and videos on my YouTube posts and or Discord. If you're curious about how my other spearhead went, if you drive by, go to my YouTube shorts, and I have a YouTube short of my Gloomspite Gits that I painted over the after the holidays. Really happy with how those guys came out. Really happy with how they came out. Your ears are very erect tonight. I love your phrasing. I love your phrasing. Uh, my brain was already in the gutter today, and thank you for helping out with that. Like, what? You got a feeling you're going to be working a job soon. Don't feel sad about done painting. Happy you had the freedom to do all you've done. Here's hoping. Here's hoping. I would love to keep having hope. Welcome back, Daniel. Freeway's also seeing the fun stuff. Nice. I appreciate that you like the erection. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for liking my erection. I'm gonna get this is the reason I didn't get hired tomorrow, by the way. I asked the person who said no to me today to give me like, so what can I do better? Do you have any reasons for this? And if they have a clip of me talking about my erect bunny ears. Well, I gotta spice it up. I gotta change how it looks. I don't want you guys getting bored looking at me. Gotta keep the ears changed up. Gotta move things around in the background here and there. Nardio, hello. Hello, D-Rod. Hope you're doing well. Happy Thursday now. My God, the week's almost done. Oh my God, the week's almost done. This is insane. Where's a Reese's cookie? Oh, you missed the beginning of the chat. So, beginning of the chat, I went over the Reese's cookie problem. Today I was considering being weak and making the cookie. I look at the instructions for this cookie plate, and apparently I have to cover this with clean it, cover it in oil, and season it for about 6 hours before I could even start the cookie. I just found that out like around 11:30 p.m. So I was like, you know what? No cookie for me. At least not using this. At least not using this. If you guys have any really good peanut butter or Reese's peanut butter cookie recipes, if you guys have any good peanut butter cookie recipes, put them on Discord. Put them on Discord. Don't DM me on Discord. Put them in the Nardio stream thing. G-Man, hello, hello. But yes, I cannot make. Maybe I'll spend all day tomorrow like seasoning this tiny ass skillet so then I could eventually make a cookie and then turn it into my like breakfast omelet thing. But for now, the Reese's cookie is on hold. The Reese's cookie is unfortunately on hold. Right now, what we're working on is our spearhead in a heart, in a heart. I wish these guys fit in here because it'd be so amazing. I would to have all these dudes inside this like Godiva heart thing. This is my spearhead. I can go to places and say, hey, okay, guys, I'm ready to fight. Here's my entire army. That would be so fucking cool. But I'm pretty sure all of these guys are just slightly too tall to fit in. Yep, 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 too tall. Too tall. It'd have been cool. I gotta find a taller tin for these dudes. It'd have been so cool if they fit in the heart though. Do it. Just fucking do it. Am I frustrating you, Susan? Are you getting frustrated with me not having my cookie? Oh, I can imagine. Tonight we're just having dirty thoughts about like possible munchies we want. Stacy's coming up with some bangers. Lay's potato chip cookies sounds fucking amazing. Susan's coming in with cheese puffs and chocolate cake. I trust me, I am imagining all the naughty things. Doing the same, G-Man. I am doing the exact same. Hopefully you're doing better than me. Hopefully you're doing great. Hopefully life is going amazing for you. Nothing has changed on my end, unfortunately. So yeah, but trying to work toward the good change. So there's that. Hopefully things are going well for you. Hopefully your new year and your March was amazing, and hopefully we all have an amazing April, an absolutely amazing April. That sounds so weird to me, but I'm willing to try it, Stacy. I mean, the fun part is trying all the odd stuff, though. What might be odd and weird to you today might be your next addiction. Picture Nardo being like a jeweler making rings and stuff. Dude, I wish I was able to get into that stuff. I see all these careers of people who learn these really niche jobs like jeweler or piano tuner or pick something with your hands that's never gonna go away. Oh, I wish I was raised knowing how to do that, or I was able to get a job. And I applied to a whole bunch of jewelry stores in New York City, but they weren't hiring my ass. Um, yeah, man, there's so many niche little jobs. Oh man, watch repair. That seems super fucking cool. But then again, my vision is struggling as is with these miniatures, honestly. So I don't know if I have it in me to do the full time staring through this to this, and I can't wear glasses for. Oh yeah, G man, I don't know if you know, I had nose surgery up at the beginning of March. I can't wear glasses for another 6 months at least. So yeah, kind of an issue. Kind of an issue. So any job where I have to wear glasses coming up soon is going to be a problem. Guys, don't forget, hit the thumbs up, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff. And if you haven't yet, if you can afford it, please choose support with channel memberships. I desperately need the help. God, I'm so bad at saying all that stuff. Let's give this a gander how we're doing on here. 8 people watching, 18 thumbs up. Thank you guys for hanging out. If you have any questions, leave it in chat. Appropriate questions. Oh, these tiny details. Oh, these little details. Oh. Where was your last date? Whoo. I don't know. So much of like what would be considered date for my last relationship goes kind of like daily life. So last date would be like when I was with my ex and we would go out places together. 1 inch Punisher. I don't care. Take your imaginary, obviously fake problems someplace else. I don't know. We would go out to random little restaurants or pastry places and experiment. Most of the time, we weren't a fan of it. I don't know. Like when you're, at least for me, when I'm in a relationship, what is a date or just eating out? You know what I'm saying? So I can't really tell you. I can't really tell you when like if there's a big fancy date that was like memorable. I mean, there were some memorable places we went out to eat, but I don't know. I haven't dated anybody new since I broke up with my ex. Since we broke up. So yeah. And then now with the broken nose, I can't really date. I mean, I can date, but then it's like chaste kisses on the cheek and holding hands at most. And I guess very, 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 very careful fun time. Where would you take somebody for a first date? Oh, okay, that's a. I think I would walk around with the woman. I think I'd want to find a nice walking path, depending upon the weather, and walk around, walk and talk, stop in for a bite here, stop in for a bite there, and yeah. But anything else? I used to love bringing dates back to my place when I was younger, but I don't know how I feel about bringing a date back to this apartment. Like with my luck, as soon as the woman walks in, or like 2 minutes before the woman walks in, my cats would blow up the litter box, which would stink up the apartment. And or the only place to really sit in my apartment's this one chair I have and or my bed. And granted that bed is the end goal, it's still a little awkward. Um, and maybe like I don't know, like watch movies in the apartment on in the bed. That'd be kind of fun. Um, but like another date possibility, walking around one of the parks. I don't know. There's not many restaurants that I like anymore, honestly. It's kind of like, oh, I'm gonna take them to like this place, and they're gonna have some reliable, good food. We could talk there. Like, I can't think of a single sit-down restaurant besides Chipotle that I like, and I know the food will be good. And but then Chipotle is not really like a sit down and have a conversation kind of place. Like, I can try to eat my burrito bowl slowly, but it's not like a restaurant, you know. I don't know. You guys have me scared because I don't even know what to do. I don't even know what to do once I find somebody. I'm like, hey, I think you're pretty, and I have erect rabbit ears according to my chat. But like, I am not sure where to go and what to do. What and where was your favorite date? Oof, ooh, this is a hard one. This is a really hard one because I had a lot of really good dates over the lifetime, and for various reasons. Um, See, coffee and a hike won't work because I have to use the bathroom in 20 minutes or so. Um, Although a hike kind of sounds nice for a date, depending on how the woman is. Um, Favorite dates. Oof. I've had so many really good dates. Most of that kind of goes into a gentleman doesn't disclose. But back to my place and watch movies and I cook dinner before I lived here was one of my faves because it's like a controlled environment. Worst case scenario, I could just kick her the fuck out. Um, and then like it's affordable, and then I know the food's gonna be good, and I know the movie or whatever we watch will be good. So those are usually my faves. Um, there have been quite a few restaurants I've went to with women and like great times afterward. I don't know. That's a whole lot of good stuff that I don't want to go too much into details to. Jamba Juice and a hike. I think a hike and a picnic. I think I would plan to have a hiking trail that has bathrooms along the paths, just in case, and then pack some food or bring a book, like a chilled book bag full of sandwiches, so you can just walk and eat at the own pace and not have to worry about like stuff. Because the other weird thing is when you travel to some places, the food nearby is garbage. Like I remember I went to like one hiking trail a while ago, and the food nearby looked good, did not taste good. So I don't know. I don't know. But I do kind of like the idea of a hike date. Would a hike date be the first date? I don't know. I don't know if I want the hike date to be a first date because I've had so many first dates where very early on I knew I did not want to have anything to do with this woman, and I just ended it right then and there. You could do that in the middle of a city. You could do that in the middle of like a small town or in a college town, but you can't do it on a hiking trail after a big old like, oh, we took like an hour and a half to get on to get over here. Like at most, I gotta like break it off before we get on the train. But like after you're on the train, you kind of gotta commit to this shit. I mean, I guess I could just walk away and just leave the woman on the trail if she's fucking crazy. But then again, it's like, man, that is kind of like a really dick move there. Um, I don't know, because again, I've had it where it's just like very early on in the date, I'm like, oh hell no, hell no. Girly girls can be athletic girls; they can do both. But yes, I've also met some girly girls who didn't want to walk 10 minutes, which is like, Jesus Christ, woman. Um, I don't know. I think a quick initial thing would be, hey, let's meet up at Starbucks or let's meet up at like a tea place. Either have some tea there or some light drink of some sort, chit chat a bit, and maybe like go someplace else. Like a day date, a light one. Just get the initial. How's the vibe? How's the comfort level? Because sometimes you meet somebody and it just feels like standoffish. Like both of you, the connection's not there. It's sort of like even holding hands feels weird. Even like the I don't know. I don't know. So it definitely have to be something in the city. I kind of like the idea of a museum date now that I'm saying it aloud. Like maybe a museum would be a nice date. You can chat, but you both have to keep your voice low just in case she's like, wait a minute, you support this? I'm like, hell yeah, I support this. You know what? I agree with this policy. All joking, 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 but like, kind of. But like maybe a museum date would be nice. Maybe I miss having more malls in the city. Malls are great dates. Like malls are really good dates. Actually, there is like a decent mall in New York City. But like, yeah, like a mall date, meet up at this place, have a snack here, walk around a little bit, get some ice cream, go look at some clothes or something. But the thing is, like most malls don't even have like good knickknack shops. Like half the cool thing about malls in the old days was there was Spencer's, there was Claire's, there was random bullshit stores that had random cool things. You know what I'm saying? Because one of the cool things about a good date is the ability to stop by and pick something up because then you kind of learn through osmosis what this woman is into. What does she like? What does she avoid? And this is how I find out how I'm so good at giving gifts because all you got to do is take a woman to a store and see what she tends to pick up. You observe her style, you observe her knickknacks, you observe what she finds cute, you observe what gives her a positive reaction to it. And it's just like, oh, okay, cool. I would get her that later on. Okay, she doesn't like this, but she seems to be into that. And it's kind of like that's part of the whole date thing is to find out more about this other person in a way that's not just like a thousand questions. Because like a thousand questions is usually really good for a date, depending on how it's happening. But if you're just stuck at a restaurant, like, all right, cool. So if this, it, I was about to say something, but I can't say that. Um, just like it gets kind of tiresome if you're in one place at talking all the time. Hey, Leia J, long time no see. Hope you're doing well. So yeah, we'll see. Grocery store, try a grocery store trip, pick out your dinner. Ooh, good idea, Susan. I think, depending, I think the grocery store would also work really well as a second or third date if she's coming back to my place, if I'm going to her place and like she wants to cook dinner, I want to cook dinner, then it's like yeah. Cause then it's like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No green peppers. And if you like green peppers, it's over right now. I cannot even smell a green pepper. Okay? If there's any green peppers in my food, I swear to God, I'm throwing the shit. I'm breaking the plate in front of you. I'm breaking the plate. And God forbid you use dried onions in my food. All right? No, no. Pick it up, smack it out of her hand. Establish dominance early on. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. Doing well. How are you, Nardio? Unfortunately, no good new news. Unfortunately, Leia J. I thought I had good news coming up. I do not have any good news. Just still with the struggle. Still with the soul crushing struggle. I think tomorrow we're gonna do some. On Friday we're gonna have some big old. Not tomorrow's Thursday. But Friday and maybe this week, I'm gonna do some big old streams and try to fundraise off it because I desperately need to make some cash. Yeah, no good news, unfortunately. Susan's laughing about the green peppers. Cake and cheese bake. Cake and cheese bake. Cheese balls. I'm actually gonna. I tend to avoid dairy on any dates because even with lactate, every once in a while I get gassy or it messes up my stomach, and the last thing you want on a date is to be gassy or have any sort of upset stomach. So no, I avoid dairy like the plague. So yeah, I have not. Funny enough, this is like the first real time you guys have me thinking about what to do once I actually find somebody, and like I ask her out or she finds me handsome and she wants to go out with me. That's so far in the future though. Like I'm really not thinking about future dates at this point. Yeah. It'd be kind of nice at the same time as like, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Although, here's a fun question back at you guys. Here's a fun question back at you. Knowing what you know about me, where would you take me on a date? What do you got, ladies? What do you got? Where do you think we would have a good time if you ladies took me out on a date? Keep the spicy stuff in. I don't want to go to the sex dungeon first date. I don't really want to get I'm not going to get tied up. I'm not into that. But besides that, where would you take me on a fictitious date? Don't worry, I'm not going to take this seriously. Uh Ooh, D-Rod, Barnes and Nobles. That's a good one. That's a good one. Susan with the skateboard park. Susan is trying to stay in friend zone or just not have me ever call her back. Do you have something like Dave and Buster's? You could play games. Dave and Buster's in New York City, unfortunately, got taken out. Is like has two huge problems. One, it is disgustingly expensive. Like you're spending about $200 for like a few hours there, or like 2 hours there. It's so disgusting. Two, it got taken over by the Savages. So if you go over there, you got to go before the Savages show up. So you got to go really early. And then even then, it's just like actually, I think the Dave and Buster's closed in Times Square because they kept having like hood rat fights. Like rival groups of people would just show up and fight each other. For some reason, they see a foosball table, was like, "We fight, motherfucker! This is a perfectly good opportunity to throw my life away." I don't know why, but for a long while, Dave and Buster's in New York City just had so many hood rats throwing away their lives. It's kind of insane to me. And it's sad because Dave and Buster's sounds like an ideal place for a great first date. You got foosball, you got like the stupid teddy bear games, you got the what is it called? The little basketball things, you got drinks and wings and fries. And that's the great part about like dates with like, you gotta have fries. You gotta have fries. Um, I wish there was a Dave and Buster's someplace I could take a woman to and not have to worry about savages, but that's an issue. Um, I would say something crazy, but I don't want to get kicked. Leia J, you can have fun. Don't worry, I'm not going to kick you. Well, depending on what you say, I'm not going to kick you. You know what, Leia? Ride the line. Ride the line. What do you want to say? What's the crazy? What's the crazy? Um, Hooters Bar and Grill. That's not that crazy. I mean, I don't know what kind of woman I would like take to a Hooters, but I feel like she's got to have a sense of humor. Like if I bring a woman to if I go to a Hooters, I have to be in a mood to laugh. So if I bring a woman to a Hooters, she's got to have a great sense of humor. So if she suggests Hooters, then like maybe I'm in for some laughs. So I don't know. I don't know. Oh, my nose is hurting more and more. Um, let's see here. Catch up on here. Skateboard park, Barnes and Noble. Walk on a walk and a picnic. That Leia, that's what I was saying. Walk and a picnic sounds like a damn good first date. Really, really good first date. Worst case scenario, you can leave at anytime you want. You could just leave. You're not trapped anywhere. You didn't pay for any admission anywhere. That's a really good. That's not one of my things. I kept saying like walk around. Snapping at a date. I would say okay. I'd make you pack up some Warhammer and we'd go play in the park and watch skateboarders while we play. Nah, I would not take these outside. I wouldn't bring any of my Warhammer outside. Like, if we're gonna play games, what they do have in New York City are board game cafes. That's a good suggestion, though. You kind of got close to one. So we have several board game cafes. So it's like a coffee shop with a whole bunch of tables and stuff. So we can meet up and then like go play whatever board games they have on hand. I think you pay for like an hour by the hour or so, or for the table, and they usually have a selection of hundreds of games. Or you could bring your own games. All that said, all that said, I'm not bringing my babies out for some woman I really don't know. Now, if it's a woman I kind of know for a while, we were in friend zone for a bit, and I know she's not crazy, maybe I'll bring Blitz Bowl out. That kind of seems fun. Maybe I don't know if I'll go with like straight up Spearhead because that's a little complicated. But then again, maybe she's into the like those rules. Who knows? But I feel like um for a first date game wise, I'm using what's in the board game store. If I've known her for a while, like I'm turning a friend into a girlfriend, maybe I'd bring my miniatures out. Maybe. But that's a big trust thing because last thing I need is her remembering her ex-boyfriend having like a crazy ex attack and like smashing shit. I have seen this happen. So I don't know. Look, there's like a line people say, bitches be crazy, yo. Bitches be crazy. Oh shit, right here next to me. Right here, exactly where I left it, or how Stacy would say, did you look in front of yourself? God damn it. I found the brushes I was looking for. All right, all right. And I am sure all of you have seen some dates go from like, oh, this looks normal to like train wrecks. If you haven't, I hope you never do. Um, but I like that idea. I do like the whole let's play games together and hang out in a park. That seems now watch skateboarders. Unless we're rooting for the skateboarders to like land on their dicks or their faces and we cheer together when the skateboarders get hurt, then we're okay with it. But that takes a special kind of woman. Like I used to be able to do that with my ex. My ex also hated skateboarders, so anybody time we saw a skateboarder, we're both I voodooing them, wishing they bust their ass. And whenever they do, we both laugh and cheer because fuck skateboarders. So yeah. Now if she's like, oh, I want to skateboard too, I guess that's a good red flag. Like really, really, you like skateboarding? Do you skateboard? You like skateboarders? You have skateboarder exes? That's nice to know. I gotta go. I gotta go. Don't call me. Yeah, that is probably a good idea. I'm seeing some of the logic now. Like maybe you put some red flags in front. I kind of like that. Uh, give me a second here. Uh, Alice in the rabbit. Wait, what's going on? Alice in the rabbit hole. I don't know. Yes, a picnic with game. Hooters Bar and Grill. Remember, we're taking you. Oh, you're taking me to Hooters. All right. You're taking me to Hooters. Okay, that kind of sounds fun. That's like if a woman says I'm gonna take you to Hooters for our date, I would be very interested. I would be very surprised and interested because then it's like she, if she's taking me to Hooters, she better not. She most likely cannot have the issues with her body. I do not. I cannot fathom a woman who go. I mean, granted, Hooters has dropped its quality controls. That has been an issue. That is a known issue. I have went to Hooters before and saw like bee stings walking around, disappointing everybody. And I've walked around in Hooters and seen like the cellulite that should not have been there in that outfit. So it's like, but let's say for the mythical Hooters day, we go in there and they're built the way God intended at a Hooters. It's like, all right. Well, then that tells me this woman does not have insecurity issues. It tells me this woman like can laugh, is funny, and is like very confident in herself and then wants to see if I'm paying attention. So to me, that would say she's really interested in me because then she wants to see if I'm going to be like, checking everybody else out. And I kind of like the idea of a date that's seriously checking for my behavior because that means she's invested. What is it in my eye? Like an eyelash in my eye. So that would be a fun day. I would be down for the Hooters. I would be down for the Hooters a date. Um, Susan, I had to take my dad to Hooters because he wanted to go. It was, oh my God. Why would he make you do that? That is horrible, Susan. Oh my God. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, obviously I can go with my dad, but like, oh, that no, no. I have so many questions, but I also don't want to know. But oh my God, do not tell me how uncomfortable. Oh God, exactly. Good times. Lol, Stacy. Ooh, what about one of those restaurants that roast you while you're dying? Fuck no. No, last thing I want is somebody calling out that stuff. What about movie night in the park? I've never done movie night in the park. Maybe. Stacy, there you go. Board game cafe. All right. D Rod, it was like meh. Stacy, you know me. No minis on the first date. Nah, unless I know. Again, if it's a friend turning into like a girlfriend, I don't want to really bring my mini. You see how much time I put into this? Could you imagine? Like okay. I'm preface this with something else. Almost every single woman I've ever dated has been klutzy, like like breaks all the glasses, accidentally breaks my toys, spills shit all over my stuff. Like, I don't know why, but a majority of the women that I've ever had in my life have had a tendency to break my shit, drop my stuff. And this is not like this is like an angry stuff. It's just like shit just falls. It's just like so, considering how long you see me take to paint these things, at most, what I would do is a while ago I got a set of Blitzball that I was going to give to somebody. I don't even think we speak to this person anymore. So I did bring I did make a Blitzball set that has like both teams painted up, and the plan was to just take them out eventually as a gift. But what I was thinking now is before I bring in the future, I plan on bringing people either back here or to some public venue or some place I'd rent and play like sport like board games with people someplace. So what I would do is bring that spare set of Blitzball out. So maybe that might be appropriate for a date, depending on how cool she is. We'll see. Hayden is saying something that makes no sense. What about mini golf IRL? Dude, if I had good mini golf around me, I'd be going alone. Like, there's mini golf near me, but the mini golf near me has a line that's like 2 blocks long. Anytime they open the mini golf, the line is so crazy. Like, almost anything in New York City is stupidly busy or redonkulously overpriced. Like I think to play a game of bowling for two people is either $50 per half hour or $50 an hour. I think it's $50 a half hour to play to bowl for two people. At least it might be more than that. I think it's more than that. So yeah. I mean, granted, if I do good, if Saturday Scratchy pops off, then fuck it, we'll go to those high end because they do have like private indoor like mini golf places in Manhattan, but that's serious money. That's serious money. So who knows? I am not there right now though. What about roller skates? The skate places in the city got taken over by the Savages last I checked, so I want to avoid that. I do love the idea of mini golf though. And then I'm kind of wary about roller skating places because most of the ones that I've been to have been way too fucking loud. And again, a lot of women that I've dated are kind of klutzy too, and I don't want to deal with a broken ankle on the first date. Uh, I enjoy bowling. Bowling's amazing. But when I was in college, bowling dates were amazing. Bowling dates were so amazing. But that was an affordable college town a lifetime ago. But yes, bowling dates. Oh yes. Twin, I'll go with you. I love bowling. I'm secure and I love people. Would be so much fun. All right, Leia J's being the cool one. D Rod, an India foot massage parlor. No, actually, never. I know they wear gloves sometimes, but I don't want to put my feet, I don't want to sit in the chairs all those gross people sit at. I don't want to put my foot in the tub all those gross people like do. Like, I have walked by those places that do the feet thing, and you see some gnarly goddamn abomination feet, like hobbit feet and shit. And no, no, I would never, ever, ever, ever go to a foot massage parlor. I don't want those people touching my feet because sometimes they wear gloves, sometimes they don't wear gloves, and I've seen them reuse the gloves. No, you can catch shit. You Oh, you know what's okay, okay, okay. I kept thinking there's like a thing how do I say this? There's like a little black line here. And I keep thinking there's something in my eye. Like, you know, when you have like a stray hair, a lint or something here? And what's happening is the ceiling light is here. And my rabbit ears are causing like a little black line to happen on the side of my eye. And it's driving me like, what the fuck is that? No, it's this. So, there we go. There we go. Yeah, I would never do the foot massage thing. I don't even know about the spas because so many spas in the city are so like really, really dirty, from my understanding. Not a first date, not a first date. Again, for a first date, I want to be able to get out in case there is crazy. And I have encountered so many dates where it's like, nah, this ain't gonna happen, and it can happen at almost any time. I don't want to have to like find my pants and get out. No, and I also don't want to rash. All right, roller skate. What's going on here? Roller skating with some arcades. I love that. There's no good place that I know of nearby. Susan, dad was visiting, wanted to go. My husband would not go there. He should have taken your husband should have done it for you. Your husband, although that's also awkward. Your husband should have been the one to do it. He should have swallowed his pride. I'd laugh. And Stacy sent gold. Jack Smart supposedly sent the gold coin, but he did not. Jack Smart, thank you. Did you see the gold coin? I just see he wrote that he sent the gold coin. It didn't look at the YouTube message. Because I also have people said who do that with like, oh, I sent $100. It's like you didn't do that. Because there's a different notification when somebody sends jewels. Um, Jack, super smart. Did Jack actually send something? Because it does not look like he did. But thank you if you did. I don't think that happened. Did that? I don't think that happened. If you get out your, what's going on here? Jack, super smart. If you get out, Susan says, if you get out your minis and she loves them, for all of a sudden you're making it on the desk and a few broken, so what? Susan, no, no, you do not. Look at the time I spend on these things. I am not destroying my miniatures. Like, no, that would not happen. They're too fragile. I'm not taking them out with me, and I'm not going to be happy if they break. Like the only time I was okay with my miniatures being broken is when my ex would break them. But again, there's a little more commitment in there. And then like it was in a kind of controlled environment. But like Rocky has broken so many of my minis and stuff. It puts me in a bad mood. I spend too much time on these to just let them break. Um, GTA 6 or stupid questions, says Peter. Susan, dude, door is wide open. What's going? Yeah, the door is open right now. Looks like we're getting the knuckleheads in. I've done indoor AI golf in Reno. It was like virtual golf, like you're wearing the virtual glasses. They have a few virtual glasses date places near me. I'm kind of wary about that, but maybe. Well, plus I'm kind of worried about the VR stuff because I get headaches really easily. The last thing I want is a headache. D-Rod, he's got feet issues. We'll never see his OnlyFans. D-Rod, it's revolving tonight. Stacy, it's so probably no first date escape room just in case it turns to an escape date. Okay. I feel like an escape room first date, I would have to know more about her. Like that's one of those I'm really invested in her things. Like I've been crushing on her for a while. I know a lot about her. Okay, so there's a thing. There's a fun thing. Like dates are different depending on who it is. Like if it's like a blind date or like, hey, I found you on whatever places people finding you stuff, and I know nothing about her. Or it's some woman I pick up right there on the spot. Like there's sometimes I'd be out, like let's say at a coffee shop, I see you, you're sensational. I'm like, excuse me. And with the rabbit ears, excuse me. I'm Bernardo Espanol. I just want to introduce myself and I find you beautiful. Uh, would you like me to get your coffee for you and like to chit chat for a while? You want to get out of here and go get some lunch together? Like if it's like that, you have to have like a very controlled, but I can escape anytime I want dates. or like on the subway, like somehow, like you see your goddess right there, so you shoot your shot, and it's like, all right. We got to do a quick date on the go, but I can get out of here the minute she says like I am the queen of the STDs or something, or I believe in I support the French. When something like that. Um that. But if it's like this is a woman at your job, or this is somebody who works in your building and you've chatted for a while, you've gotten together, you're kind of friends, like those are two very different dates. And if it's a woman that I've been crushing on for a while, I kind of gotten to know a little bit. We've had a few like light conversations here and there. There's chemistry. That hi, Rocky doesn't like me talk about getting a new mom. Um, then yeah, like escape the room sounds fun. Bowling sounds fun. Maybe a hike. Like that's the thing. Like how invested are you? How did the red flags already pass? Did you already kind of do the interview? Because if it's somebody you see, let's say in your work building, and it's like, you see each other all the time in the elevator, you take lunch at the same time and you chit chat. That's Stacey, that is the stupidest fucking thing I think I've seen. That is so stupid. I really a first date with somebody with weapons? No. No, no, hell no, no. I would never. You hearing me be wary of having to like run away from somebody, and you want me to give the woman a fucking axe? Get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here! You no, no. Uh, you're just like on every holy shit. Oh my god, no. They want me to die, Rocky. Stacy just pretty much told me to go kill myself. Oh my god. What's going on over here? Uh, Accounts. Some of his calls were graceful. Got feet issues. Never sees off bad. Probably no first day escape room. Just in case turns to escape. Again, if I really like her, maybe we'll do escape room. But if it just met her, no. Jack sent gold coin or two. Thank you so much for that. Okay, for some reason that didn't show up the way it normally does in my thing. Maybe it's because I'm using a different browser. Let me close this out. Let me bring this browser over here. Okay, sorry about that, Jack. For some reason, it did not show the way it normally does. Because sometimes you guys have seen it. Like sometimes people in chat, like, "Oh yeah, I just sent like $100." Like, no, you fucking didn't. No, you fucking didn't. What's going on here? I see it. D Rod, your mark satisfied my foot comment. Oh my God, Minnie's got to give it up. Oh my God, the Minnie's got to give it up for the Minis. I don't get it. Jack sent stuff. What about those quick card games? I don't really know many quick card games. I think I have a few. I'd be really interested if she's into the board. The card game thing I think goes with the board game cafe sort of thing. So maybe. Um, it was a screen that you hit a ball towards, but the screen was a simulation of the course. It probably be popular if you know those things. It sounds fun. That sounds fun. If the guy can't get me out of the panic room date, over, you can't save me. Oh my god. Now, look, I've done escape the room, and it was like it was impossible to do. Like it was really bad. I got it shooting. No, good at archery. No fun. Guess what? Horseshoes. Yeah. See, this is why you never ask when someone says guess what. You never waste the time with it. You never waste the time with it. It's probably the kid's probably like 5 years old. Let's go look at this kid's profile. Okay, judging by Ottercliffe's content, this is a child. Okay. Horseshoes, cornhole. What's cornhole? I don't know what cornhole is. I've heard of it. I don't know what it is. What about riding horses on a trail? Come on, Leia. You're ignoring everything I said. Maybe if I really like, actually, no. I don't really want to equate my first date with smelling horse shit. Like I rode horses on a trail, and no. again, like even if I like her a lot, I don't want like while we're having conversations, the horse is randomly like taking a big shit because you smell it, and then like how are you gonna handle it? What if one horse is like a little? I think a horse trail date is like we're in a relationship for like a 6 months at least, maybe a year. That's too heavy, too heavy, too many risks that I don't want to deal with for somebody I don't really know. Plus, it's stupidly expensive. Um, what's going on over here? Good at axe throwing. Da, da, da. Most of the people don't know how to get the top throw. Even I miserable. Happy Easter. Thank you. It's not Easter yet, but thank you. Oh, when the movies were good, totally ready for zombie. Oh, dude, I took a date to a zombie movie and it was a shit show. It was such a shit show. She could not. I'm not a horror. I was told that it was like a comedy. It wasn't that scary. That shit was fucking gory as hell. She was freaked out. I was just like, oh god, what did I watch? I would never watch a horror movie on a first date. I've done it once. I'll never do it again. All right, let's go here. Hello, hello. No, it's Easter. It's not Easter. Isn't it Easter on the 5th? It's not Easter. Oh, wait. Unless you're in some like weird country, like it's like 30 hours ahead. I'm pretty sure Easter is like on the 5th in America. Unless your Easter is a different day than our Easter, which could be happening. But then again, I don't really care about anything outside of America. So when is Easter 2026? April Sunday, April 5th. So maybe you're one of those like old countries that celebrate holidays on different days. Forgot to put that. You forgot to put on the rabbit teeth. I don't need them. No historical drama with some romance. It's perfect. Oh God, no. 28 days later. I think that was the movie. Yep. Oh no 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 no! It was something else. It was something else. It was something else. Churros. The topic. What were you going to talk about? We're just talking about like date ideas. Hello, sir. How to stop? Hello. Nice, nice. On Sunday, I think I'm not in a weird country. Okay, just saying saying it's basically it's East. It's basically Easter. Okay, 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 okay. I get it. I get it. I get it. What are you going to talk about politics? What do you want to talk about? We're right now we're talking about like what are good first date ideas. That was the conversation. Hello, I'm late. Hello, Jojo. Hopefully you're having a good day. Hopefully everything's going good for you. How are you? How's the family? Hopefully everything's going good. Botanical garden first date. Ooh, ooh, Jojo coming in late with a banger. That is a good first date. That is a really good first date. You get to walk, you get to walk slowly, you get to make lots of stops to admire the scenery. You get to see if she can like, you know, make conversation. How is she with pauses? How is she with walking? You get to like bring things up. You could check out the hobby shop. The hobby shop's a good spot too because the like you get not the hobby shop. The gift shop's a good thing too because again you get to see what she's into. I like the idea. That's a really good one. Stacy, you could download Pokemon Go. No, 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 no. Last thing I want on a first date is both of us looking at our phones. That's another scary thing these days. Like now, everybody has a damn cell phone. That's. I went on a date way back when, and it's like the minute we sat down, she pulled out her phone, and I'm like, "Are you serious?" She's like, "What?" Like, this is when we get to know each other. The first thing you do is pull out your phone, and I like roasted her for a bit. Like, come on. The waiter came over. I'm like, it's just like, she's like, you want drinks? Like, I don't know. Does she want to call somebody to find out if we want drinks or not? Like, oh God, I do not want to have phones on the first date. Butterflies the garden now. Ooh, everyone's gonna be well prepared for first date. No excuses. I mean, we'll see what happens. Susan is saying miss you all very much. Lancelot said hello, Susan. So what are you gonna do with the gimbal if the phone's not in it? Where will it be? So where you? So what are you going? Oh, you want me to live stream the date? I will never ever live stream my dates. I don't think so, guys. It will never happen. Oh God. I will never be that content creator. You guys are not. You're never gonna get that much into my personal life. And honestly, from what I can tell, I know you're joking, but I know there are people who actually would want that sort of thing. But I would like to think that a majority of my favorite people in the audience would not be a fan of me oversharing to that degree, would not want to know all the details of my life. I am hoping that most of you are very sane and would not want to tactfully tell you the details. Oh, I went out with Sabrina. She works here. She was great. We made out for a half hour. Pretty good kisser. Needs a little improvement, but pretty good kisser. You know, oh my God, Gina, Gina's still knocked out. We just had sex for a while. Her stamina's not that good, but she has potential. Her head game's kind of weak, but you know what? Her body makes up for it. He is hoping she's a good learner. Like, I am never, ever, ever gonna do that with you guys. Ever. We will pay for the dinner. No, no. Fund the dinner in a movie will never happen. I think the only way that would happen, is if somebody in chat is the date. Like one of you people watching is like earth-shatteringly hot, has a great sense of humor, doesn't mind inviting the whole crew around, and is like, all right, let's make up a name just so I don't like call it Diana in chat. I don't think it's anybody Diana's watching. Diana is in chat. She's been in chat for a while. She's like, you know what, Bernardo, we'll do it. Check out my profile. Sends me a DM. She's perfection incarnate. She hates skateboarders and green peppers. She doesn't want to be around those people. She's like my ideal queen. It's like, shit. And then she's like, okay, you know, what'd be funny. What if we live stream the date? It's like, hmm. But then again, even then, that's kind of weird because then, like, what if it falls apart? You know? Because then it's like, oh shit, and then, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I feel good about that. I'm trying to wrap my head around it, and it almost seems like it's a sort of asserting dominance. Like, yeah, I got Bernardo now, bitches. I, it's I don't know. I already had like three women in chat so far refer to me as their boyfriends, and then like immediately start like sending me DMs in that tone as if we're already dating for a while. Like, yo, you need to calm that shit the fuck down. So, What's going on here? So we won't meet her till a few dates in. I don't know if I would. I don't know how the future relationship goes, guys. I can't kiss. I can't make out for at least until like December, November, December. I probably won't even allow myself to make out with somebody till like New Year's. I'm gonna give my nose all the time to heal. I'm not going on any good dates. I'm not getting a girlfriend for a while. Also, I'm still heartbroken. I am still coming off of heartbreak and dealing with that. This isn't gonna happen anytime soon. I am not gonna rush it. I don't want to be that guy who like uses some woman to like get over his ex. Like I've done that before. I have just used women to feel better, and I don't feel good about myself afterwards. I don't really want to do that again. And yes, there's always some woman out there like I don't mind. I'll do it. I really like you, and it's nice to know a woman's willing to put herself in the line of fire for that shit. But I don't know. At least right now, my brain ain't in it. Before you guys have real delusions of me picking some chick up next week. I mean, I guess I can go out tomorrow and find a woman to like, yeah, let's go on a date. I can do that pretty easily, but realistically, don't get your hopes up anytime soon. And then I'm shallow as all fuck. I am ridiculously shallow and have high standards. I'm super picky. A lot of women don't make it like to the first date, let alone past the first date. Like I'm not one of those dudes, those dudes that like are so desperate for like vajaja, they'll take anything. That ain't me. That's never been me. I'd rather masturbate for months before it's like dating somebody I'm not into or just having a fuck buddy. So all that said, it's gonna be a process, a long process. And then the next worry is like like the date coming on and looking at my live streams, like, you make a lot of you allude to a lot of things that seem kind of messed up. Or hopefully like, you're kind of funny. Like I don't even know how a future date's gonna like view my content backlog. I am so nervous for all this shit because I put a lot out there with with my streams. I mean, I don't even think I share that much, but even as somebody who doesn't share that much, I put a lot out there. I don't know how desirable I am to a woman who doesn't want her face on the internet or who doesn't want drama. Because like another thing that's kind of worrisome is like I don't know. There are some times that people date like internet personalities, no matter how big or small, and they have to deal with fucking crazies and stalkers. Like, how dare you date this person? Or oh, you made so and so cry, and then they go after them and shit. That's kind of off-putting. That's really off-putting. Like the idea of having to deal with this person's super fans. I overthink all of this shit. But again, the thing is, I can't hide a girlfriend whenever I get one because my apartment is too small. You're gonna hear her. You're gonna see her. So I don't know. I don't know. At this point, and this is not me begging for fucking compliments and shit, but at this point, it'd be nice to find somebody who likes me for me. It would be nice to find somebody who thinks I have value. But that's gonna be a process. I don't even know how the reveal would be. This is Diana. uh, and then what if after Diana comes out, all y'all like, oh, he's taken now. I don't want to watch him anymore. Boom, there goes like most of my user base. It's like, oh shit, no. I thought you liked me as a like, content creator. Like, no, I wanted to fuck you. I'd be sad if a bunch of my favorite people in chat just left because I got a girl. What's going on here? Hello, Lancelot. I'm not saying I would love to know. Oh, God. Leia, thank you for being honest. Thank you so much for being honest, hon. JoJo's laugh. And don't forget to double tap, like, subscribe. We could all debrief after. Oh my God. You know what? If I ever did like a community hangout event, like if there was a con or something, we like a bunch of us met up, I would live stream that and then we could debrief after that. Okay, guys, let's sponsor the first day. If it all falls apart, you still have, oh my God. All we need is a name and maybe a picture. We'd find all the deets on Diana. Oh my God. Same too. I got to heal first. Oh no, I thought you were with somebody. Oh damn, Leia. I thought, yeah, you weren't you. Oh geez, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Roman said hi. Susan, we'll be here when you're ready. I hear you. Leia says, I hear you, Nardio. A lot of guys don't make it past the talking stage with me. Shake my head. I mean, you have to be picky. We have to be picky. This is how STDs happen. This is how stalkers happen. Like, we have to be picky. I'm not saying have like impossible standards and shit, but like, be ready to see the red flags and be ready to walk away. Because the worst thing is, like, you ignore the red flags, and months later, like, man, I saw all this crazy a while ago, and I gave her the benefit of the doubt. Well, she told me the first date she had hoe tendencies, and now here I am, like, here she is acting like a hoe, and I'm like surprised. It's like, you have to respect the red flags. You have to respect yourself enough to walk away early. And as lonely as I am, and I am lonely, but as lonely as I am not going to like rush into some shit. Nor should any of us. Hi, you okay, buddy? What's going on over here? We want you happy. Okay, what's going on here? We all, Susan, we all want you happy for it. Okay, fine. People are gonna call it a night. Plus, Nardio's but ears are getting tired. Nice. See you then. I'm sorry, my ears aren't right for you, freeway girl. It's a thing. It happens sometimes. I didn't know I didn't know it would make you leave. I can get it up. I swear. I can make him get. Stop. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. Have a good night, freeway. Laughing, Jojo, red flags, Good night, freeway. Susan, Russian. You say you want to be Russian. Russian, you say you want to Russian some shit. What? Did I say Russian? Actually, I just realized it is 2:22 in the morning, and I've been going to bed way too late. My friends, I'm gonna call it. Jojo, I'm sorry you just got here. Mask lady, cute bunny ears and Easter stuff. Thank you so much, Mask. I appreciate it. Although I was just saying I'm gonna call it for the night. I'll be back online tomorrow and we could chit chat some more. Uh, Mask, I hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you for coming on at the last second. Hopefully you're having fun. Oh, that's a cool mask. Nice. Just check the mask in your profile. But yeah, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it. I need to try to go to bed sooner. I stayed up stupidly late last night reading. Stupidly late last night reading, and I enjoyed myself, and it was also salty. So it's like, but thank you guys for hanging out with me. Thank you for cheering me up. Thank you for the laughs. Thank you for the first date ideas and the belief in love and being all awesome. Thank you for the great date stuff. Susan, thank you for keeping me hungry, keeping me hungry. Like, oh my God, reading what? Some online comic that I really like. I don't know if you would like it, but there was that, and then I was reading like this little book that I read a few thousand times before. But yeah, it's like fantasy basically. I was reading fantasy. I just needed to escape for a little bit. I was cuddling with Rocky in bed, reading fantasy, and Mochi was nearby, and it was really relaxing. And I went to bed at 7:30 in the morning, maybe 8 a.m. So yeah, a little late. I went to bed a little late, and I got to not do that. And yeah, I like last night. I think before the stream, I got like a slew of job rejections, and I need to make a good amount of money really soon. So yeah, the rejections kicked me really hard, and I knew I wasn't going to be able to sleep because like one thing I should never do at night is check my Google email or the news because like if I get bad news or start thinking about bad stuff late at night, like it destroys my ability to sleep. Just destroys it. And that and the noise vibration in my apartment's horrific again, like absolutely horrific. So I was just up. I was just awake for a while. So I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna try to throw myself into some like comfortable fantasy stuff, and I did, and I stayed up way too late. But meh, it happened. Anywho, I'm better today, and I am also better tonight thanks to you guys. Yeah, I had fun. I got my miniatures a lot further ahead, and I don't know. You guys are amazing. Thank you for being a part of my community. Thank you for the fun stuff, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. I'll try to be online earlier, like I said I would be, and that's it. I think Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'll be doing some board game fundraiser streams or some sort. We'll see what happens, but I'll be here. Thank you guys for being here with me every night. I appreciate you all. Have a wonderful night, and I wish you the best. Have an amazing Thursday, friends. And screw that. Turn that around. It's kind of interesting not having to check the what are they called? The hidden messages anymore. Why is my phone so? Does this look washed out to you too? I think there's something wrong with my phone. This looks way. Yeah, it looks almost like there's like a white fog in here, right? Give me a second. Give me a second. Clean this monitor. I don't think it's the light. Or is there something in here with the air? I don't know. It's a little better after I wiped it. Maybe it's just sweat. All right, I'm overthinking things. Have a good night, guys. Bye. See you later. See ya.